What's going on, YouTube fam? Up North Cleve back with another video. Ended my day. I was getting ready to lay down, get some sleep, get some rest so I could be rejuvenated, re-energized, and ready for my day tomorrow. But I decided to make a quick video. I'm gonna try to keep it quick, but I just flow with things. But in today's video, I wanted to speak about whenever I am confronted with confrontation, I usually de-escalate the situation 99% of the time. The exception for that 1% is usually only when I feel like my life is in danger, which rarely happens. But the 99% of the time where I try to de-escalate the situation is because I learned through experience that I hand over my power when I react in a manner that's very impulsive to, let's say for an example, if someone cuts you off the road, there should be no reason why, you're rolling down your window, freaking out on them. Or if somebody bumps you with their cart while you're in the grocery store, stuff happens and that's simply out of your control. Someone else's ignorance, you're not at fault for that. So being the bigger person in that situation is always a pro. And through a lot of trial and error, I had my moments. I'm human at the end of the day. But through trial and error, I gained the ability to regain my sovereignty by not allowing things outside of me to take my energy and have me acting and conducting myself in a manner that I usually don't. And also, you never know what the next person's going through. It's not about being afraid. It's not about being scary. It's about seeing another day as well. Staying out of the way. I like to maneuver through this world as low-key as possible. I kind of want to be like the person who's right in front of you, but you don't even realize they're right in front of you. That's how I like to move, super low-key, So the last thing that I would want to do is draw all kinds of attention to me by reacting very impulsive and just out of the ordinary all over, a simple mishap. So I always digress, whether if it's conversations. I learned that oftentimes if you can't agree with somebody on something, whether if you guys are debating or just generalizing, just a general conversation, but the other party is trying to get you to see things their way, but you just can't see it that way. Usually I'll just agree and kind of just sway away from the topic just to get off the topic if there's really no middle ground, because there's no point of argument. It doesn't get anything solved, so it's just pointless to me, so I always digress situations. I got a very laid back demeanor to myself, and I wasn't always this way. Definitely wasn't always this way. I was very boisterous before, cocky in a way. Felt like life couldn't. I had life figured out, but the sad reality, good reality, but sad reality back then when I couldn't realize what life was making me realize, and the lens that life was placing over my eyes to see things differently. But now looking back at those situations, it made me who I am currently. But my recommendation as well, one thing I want to say as well, especially with traveling, living out of my car, the last thing I also will want to do is have enemies just in different states. I don't, especially if it's somewhere that's unknown to me, unbeknownst to me, to where I'm not really familiar with the area. I wouldn't really want to be in that area reacting in a manner that could potentially get me in trouble with the local law enforcement just because I reacted in a way that is way out of proportion. Or also just, you never know what the next person is capable of, so never underestimate anybody, but as far as when it comes to physical harm, if somebody trying to physically harm me, I'm going to protect myself as I advise you to protect yourself, but It's like that saying, sticks and stones may break my bones. I mean, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. I believe that's how it goes. And that's very true. So, don't get all excited over what somebody says, and I kind of live by this ideology. uh, if somebody says something good about me, a compliment or anything, I don't take it to heart, because I know just as many compliments there are just as many negative things to say. So I appreciate it, but I don't just it's like, whenever it's said, I process it and then it's out, but it's always in my mental note bank. But I never just get caught up on things of that nature, because it's like, I know uh whatever comes with the good, there's always the good comes with the bad, ultimately, what I'm trying to say. But yeah, control your emotions, because no matter what the situation is, uh don't feel like you're being punked out or something because you're walking away from a situation. No, you're a very, very, very intelligent person, and I advise you to do that in every situation, unless your life is in danger. I remember 50 Cent said a saying, if it's not worth killing somebody over, there's no point of reacting to it. And as intense as it sounds, it's very true. And yeah, just keep your emotions in control, because in those situations, in any situation, you want to make sure you're reacting logically. So with that being said, I'm going to leave you guys with that. I hope you guys have a great evening and rest of your week. Up North Clee, I'm out. Until next time.